Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and welcome to the Average Joe Show.
And I'm PewDiePie.
We have Jacksepticeye over there.
Come on, say it.
I'm not gonna say it.
Say the line.
No.
Follow the bit.
No.
Follow the bit, you're not getting paid. Well, welcome everybody. This is actually the Average Joe Show. It's not the hypest 2014 gamer
No, Sam.
video of a lifetime.
Sam, Markiplier already introduced us, saying that he's on the Average Joe Show. Am I right, Mark? Yeah.
Hey, Mark.
Yes, Sam.
What's your favorite Pop-Tart flavor? It's not that funny.
This bit sucks. No, I was just trying to think of there's like a meme where someone's asking that, and the person's like, yeah, I like the wild berry one. And they're like, oh, you're basic. And he's like, fine, you want me to be more specific? It's the 2004 version of the one that came out when the Lego movie came out. It was like very specific. And I was like, I can't think of a funny one off the top of my head.
You could have just said s'mores. Okay.
Yeah. S'mores.
So today we got something good for you.
Whoa.
We got the Justice League villains, Legion of Doom. Don't look here, editor. Cut that out. There's an X over it. Thanks. And just scribble in a little Legion of Doom in there.
Yeah.
Don't spell it wrong. Hey, you spelt it wrong. Spell it right.
Sorry, I'm dyslexic.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, Legion of Doom fan cast. You can also cross out my name and just say our choices.
Sam's choice more like our choice.
Well, yeah.
It has become our choice.
Yeah. So let's get started with what we got drinking.
We went to Swig.
Yeah, we did.
I got a Mountain Dew with green apple, raspberry, and strawberry.
Nice.
Which isn't a specific drink from there, but it's at Fizz. It's a drama queen. Oh.
So, I've started something, and I don't know how good I'm gonna do. I've been starting to not drink soda, and it's been like a few days.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's been a week, but so I got a drink I like from Swig called the Guava Habit, but I switched out the Mountain Dew for a lemonade. So I think it's now lemonade, guava, passion fruit.
You added lime to it?
Yeah, and I added lime to sort of bring in the lime flavor of Mountain
The
Dew.
lemon lime.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Hayden, what did you have to drink today?
Hang on. A poppin' pineapple.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got lemonade and strawberry bobas.
No
And
pineapple?
Nice.
It's got probably pineapple in that. I don't know what other stuff's added to it. Here.
I just heard that
Okay.
there's boba in it and I wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it better than I like the strawberry bobas instead of the passion fruit one.
Yeah.
I can't tell the difference.
It's
They
like-
just she's like
Same as
sucking
the
it all
flavor.
Yeah. You gotta let them pop in your mouth.
like a
Well,
gusher
Like
Yeah.
you should.
or like a pimple.
Ew. Right in your mouth. Sam, can you read mine?
No, I can't.
Okay.
I'm not paying attention.
Don't look at it.
Reads it.
Whoa.
So,
Whoa, you chose Lex Luthor for yours? I did too.
to start off, we have good old Lex Luthor,
Whoa.
our tech billionaire, kryptonite loving, Superman hating.
Jeff Bezos.
Amy, don't say
Don't say who you picked. It's Now your turn.
Yeah, I actually picked Elon Musk.
Dude,
just
the
kidding.
Musk Man.
So this
Musky
is who
boy?
I picked. I have Lex Luthor played by Liev Schreiber.
Schreiber.
Yeah, I know it's Liev because I saw it on a Jimmy Kimmel thing.
You know
Liev
he's saying it
Schreiber.
right? That's real good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I know.
is.
Yeah.
So he's known for I picked him for two reasons. He just looks imposing, and I think
He's already played a bald character before.
yeah, he's played plenty of bald people before.
Yeah, like Pin.
We call him Pinhead.
I meant Kingpin.
Yeah, he played.
This is his new name. He's no longer King. He's not Kingpin anymore. He's Pinhead.
So yeah, he.
I'd say it's nice to see you again, Spider-Man, but it's not.
So I picked Liev Schreiber for two reasons. One being your giggle fest of a kingpin.
Pinhead.
Of-
Pinhead Larry.
Yeah, and also the Sabretooth from X-Men Origins. That's
That's
what
all
I
that I
remember
see.
him. Yeah.
He will forever be Wolverine's brother to me.
Yeah. So yeah, I just thought he would be fun because he just looks imposing, but he could also pull off a,
He looks
formal, and like he could be formal and imposing, and what
He
you
has
sort
like
of
a
look
charm
for.
to him too, but it's not like I wouldn't say it's like he's not like overly charming, but it's like charming enough where it's like I don't know how to explain it.
He's charming for a dislikable man.
Yeah. He's charming for a billionaire. He's no Bruce Wayne, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what's happening.
So who do you have?
Sam?
You're joking.
What do you mean?
Just say it.
Rainn Wilson!
No.
Live from the office!
Why are we starting with? Oh no.
Okay, first off, he's already played Lex Luthor. This
What?
is my one and only cheating one. Actually, no, there's one other one. But
Here comes Amy with her classic of like, oh, I'm not gonna have 15 people.
no,
per
the other
person,
guy,
and I'm not gonna cheat either.
Other
But
guy is
proceeds
more
to cheat
like-
and have 2,000 per person.
other guy is more like, hey man, it's been a while since you've been here. I want to welcome you back. Come on, me bucko. It'd be fun to do that. Rainn Wilson has done Lex Luthor in like the newer movies.
Oh, please. Don't tell me you and the Boy Scout have switched cities.
You know what this makes me think of? Is Monsters vs. Because he's the bad guy now.
Oh yeah. No!
Oh, man.
Wow.
That's all I can think of. As a voice actor, as him as a voice actor, that's all I can think of.
Out of all the ones you
I
could have
should've-
cheated with, you cheated with Dwight Schrute.
Okay, and I almost sat here and I was like, man, should I make a change where instead of Troy Baker being Superman, I can make it John Krasinski? Make it like the ultimate Lex Luthor Superman, like just anger towards each other. That'd be so good.
That would have been a pretty funny bit.
If I would have known ahead of time, I would have done it, but it didn't happen. This one is not my strongest one. I like all my other ones more. I've redeemed
I think
myself
I
with
am
the other
too.
ones, but
I think I am too. I'm not. You're starting off a little.
I almost was like, oh, I can make him Riddler.
Yeah,
then I
that's
found-
what I thought
I
he would
found-
be a great.
That's what I was thinking, but then I was like, oh no, he was Lex Luthor. And, like, I totally forgot about it. And I remember I watched some of those newer movies, and I didn't know that was him until I looked it up, and I was like, bro, ain't no way. I'm sure if I just showed you the clip first and then was like, dude, do you know who it is? It's Rainn Wilson. Whoa.
Hey, Amy.
Hey, Sam.
I thought you were gonna. I thought you were. No. I thought you were, when you were like, you get ready for this. I thought you were gonna say Liev Schreiber again. I'm like, no way. We're already starting off with a Zac Efron Green Lantern.
You know,
thing.
we honestly could.
Yeah.
Since he's done voice acting,
Mm-hmm.
he can honestly do both. Rainn Wilson, now I'm talking about he can do both live action and voice.
Sorry, yeah. I'm changing mine to Rainn Wilson. Imagine a jacked Rainn Wilson.
Well, I don't know how jacked he was, but wasn't he... He was like a superhero character.
No, that was a spoof.
Oh, okay.
That was a spoof.
I was like, I know it's James Gunn, but I can't remember the
It was
movie.
a spoof of a superhero genre thing.
Yeah.
And so he still
He was-
he looked his same body type. He wasn't jacked and ripped.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to get over the fact that he sounds weaselly, so
Yeah.
I think he needs to just sound a little bit more gruff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. And I feel like it's hard too with just everyone knowing what The Office is.
mm-hmm.
And like even if they didn't watch The Office, they've seen bits with him in it. Like just him and Jim doing whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So like I feel like people would know that of him. So like it's hard just to be like, don't look at him. He's not the guy from The Office. He's Lex Luthor. Don't look. Don't look it up. Just listen, please.
Do you think that's what people think of John Krasinski when he played Mr. Fantastic?
No, because Quiet Place was already out. So I think he already solidified himself doing his own thing.
When I saw Mr. Fantastic, I'm like, oh, that's Jim.
I don't think people thought of Jim when he was in Shrek 3 as Lancelot. Yeah.
Fair, because nobody could recognize him being all regal and whatever, being like, fellas, let's go to the showers.
Yeah. Also, when I was looking up actors that, like, I was looking more specifically at, like, the Lego movie, like, Justice League characters. I was like, oh, what kind of fun characters do they have in here?
Mm-hmm.
And I was seeing if Rainn Wilson was in those movies.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't. But, man, they had a real good cast for the whole Justice League. Because they had Channing Tatum as Superman. Oh my gosh, Jonah Hill as Green Lantern.
Mm-hmm. Let's move on to the next person, which is the Riddler. I was gonna pick one person, but he's retired because he played the Riddler so well. I'm like, I'm gonna bring him back, Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. No, I wasn't gonna pick Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
I picked Daniel Radcliffe.
Ooh.
I think he's wild and rambunctious and has the capability of being angry and looking silly.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think of him in Lost City.
Lost City.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, Rafik, now this is what I thought I was getting when I hired you. Now I'm paying 2 people. You're sitting on a quad bike.
I've just seen stuff like recently, like trailers for movies that he's in or shows that he's in.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he's Weird Al, right?
Yeah, and he's also he saw the text, didn't you?
Yeah.
Don't
well,
look
now
at
I looked at it.
Yeah. Don't look away. Don't look at it. So he was in this movie called Guns Akimbo, which I was gonna pull up a scene from that. Because I'm like, he looks like he's gonna be wild in that. He was in Now You See Me Too.
I don't know if you've heard of this movie that he's been in, but Harry Potter. I almost said Wizards of Waverly Place. Bro, I wish.
Well, I'm not picking him because of him being Wizard Boy.
Him being baby wizard boy.
Yeah. Because he's too serious. In this, in all this other stuff.
He's
I feel
too
like
serious and like 10 years old.
Yeah.
He wouldn't make a good Riddler.
Sorry, I take mine back because he would be terrible because he's 10 and he was too serious.
I love. Yeah, he was 10 when it's like, no, he's not. Not anymore.
Okay.
He
So
was
I have this one show. It's on the it's called
You sent
Miracle
it.
Workers.
You sent it.
He plays a reverend. Yeah, he's just in all this wild stuff. And this one, I just looked up Daniel Radcliffe scene so I could like pull up a nice little video. And I found this. This isn't the proper representation of what I want out of him, but it's a good little bit. So Hayden and Amy, can you please put on your headphones?
She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes.
Holy smokes, is that the Reverend? What's he doing up there? Look at those dead shark eyes. Does he even know where he is?
I think he's just completely out of his mind at this point.
The mountain when she comes.
Yeah, so I was...
Dude, he killed it. What are you talking about? That's not Riddler.
So...
What do you mean?
That's not what I was looking for in a Riddler, but it was the first thing that popped up. I'm like,
Hey.
oh, let's just pull this up. This must be a nice little video where you can see his wackiness. But no, you get like
it's perfect.
You get drag queen performance, and it's absolutely nuts, and I love it.
Bro, he did real good.
Yeah.
He probably had fun doing it too.
Oh yeah, yeah. And
Dude,
then-
when they did the close-up of his face and just all the makeup, I was like, bro, he actually looks good.
yeah.
What the heck?
But yeah, Daniel Radcliffe as the Riddler.
Give it up for Daniel Radcliffe!
I think that's my most powerful.
He's the most power.
I think he's the most powerful of my choices, and I'm happy.
That's real good. I like yours.
Thanks.
We all know who this is. It's Ron Paulson, everyone.
Oh, Batman!
Batman, you'll never figure this one out.
I think Jimmy's mom can figure this one out, so I'm giving this one to you.
We're possibly in some sort of alternate dimension. And you, Gappy, why do you sound so weird? Me sound weird? Have you heard yourself lately? Dad, shouldn't we stretch or something? Sorry, Carl, can't risk it. Might dislocate a valve or something.
I would probably just have him do like
Or like a lead, or more like a
just like his normal like talking voice. Like having like his voice, since it just sounds more serious. I feel like all the characters that he like does voices for the most part, or like that he's like super well known for, are like kids.
yeah.
We don't need a 10-year-old for him.
We're looking at you, Daniel Radcliffe.
Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe. But I'm like, oh, that'd be fun.
I like him. I like him. He's good.
Because I feel like he plays a lot of like characters that are like smart anyway, so like he already has like that sort of nerdiness down. But I'm like, I don't want him super play into that. I want him just to be smart. And yeah, it's Rob Paulson, everyone.
About some of my Riddler choices. I had a couple of runner-ups. I was gonna have Rami Malek be up there, or Jason Schwartzman. Jason Schwartzman is Scott Pilgrim. He's Gideon. He's the final
Oh,
Yeah.
That's super fun.
But I'm like, you know what? Daniel Radcliffe will be a good fit.
Yeah, like the other actors have already done something like that. I feel like Daniel Radcliffe would have fun with it too.
Especially if it's going to be a big thing like Justice League or like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think he needs to get into like big blockbusters again.
Mm-hmm.
Who do we have next? Cheetah?
You pulled
Oh wait,
up.
yeah. The next one we have is Cheetah,
Sweet.
and Cheetah is our favorite Wonder Woman 1984 villain next to Max Power.
She's also my favorite character from Cats.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So my choice for her,
You just chose the same actress.
I picked Daniel Radcliffe.
Bro!
No, I'm kidding. I picked Anna de Armas. Our good old
Is it
Marta.
Marta,
That's her name.
yeah.
He's not here, Harlan. I don't know why he's not here. So I'm gonna use the phone, okay? To call an ambulance.
Our good old Marta from
Is she
Knives
gonna
Out.
is she gonna vomit if she lies in this one too?
No, she vomits if she tells the truth. She's like, I am Cheetah.
No, it's just when Wonder Woman lassos her and was like, talk to me, please, and she just vomits immediately. Wonder Woman's like, oh jeez, I don't like this anymore.
So, I want one thing to be known. I will not have the Cheetah look from 1984. I want her purple jumpsuit. So Anna de Armas is gonna wear the jumpsuit. She's not gonna look like a full-on Cats person.
Well, like, I'm trying to think of what 1984 looked like. Because I know that she was just fully CG, but I was like, you know what, it's fine. Like, there's a few things that bug me, but I can't remember what they were. It was something with her face.
I don't know. It just it looked less cat-like, but more like what was it? Kristen Wiig? Is that her name? No. Yeah, Kristen Wiig.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think. I think because I've been tainted by cats, that their faces, like just them being human faces on like a furred-looking person.
A fuzzball.
Yeah, a fuzzball shaped like a person. And I'm like, yeah, that's what she looked like. And I was like, no, there were some differences.
So
I can't remember.
Amy hates cats, just like in general. Not the...
No.
Yeah, she hates cats.
No.
She's not a cat person. She loves dogs more. She hates cats.
No.
She wishes they didn't have 9 lives. So
Just
she
like
could hit
death?
them. No, she wishes that they had more lives, so she could run over the cats so many more times.
Stop. You better stop.
Amy's talking about the movie Cats.
Yeah, from 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I also I was looking more towards her like roles as like what was her? Paloma? I think her name is Paloma from No Time to Die, the 007.
Yeah.
She was fun in that, but she also had some action stuff, so she knows how to do action set pieces.
I feel like she plays a lot of like more innocent type characters.
Yeah.
Like with Marta and with her in 007.
Yeah. Well, I was...
Because she was like the rookie.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I just finished my training like 3 weeks ago. I'm like, oh, she's gonna die.
Little baby. And I was so happy she made it through.
Yeah.
I was like, bro,
Yeah.
don't do it.
She was probably my favorite character from that movie.
She was very fun.
So, also...
Wait, you have two 007 women.
Mm-hmm.
That's super fun.
I know. But
Are you gonna have Daniel Radcliffe?
Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
He'll be Alfred. I don't know if that's a bad idea, actually. But
You can be Gorilla Grodd.
I looked her up for like other stuff that she's done, so I'm like, I don't want to just base it off of those two because it's not really showing that she's like a threat, like an evil threat.
Yeah.
In those two movies, like Knives Out and 007. But I looked up other stuff. But this movie called Knock Knock with Keanu Reeves and she ends up being like the bad guy partway through. This is just based off the trailer, and there's some weird stuff in it. I feel weird watching. If I were to watch that movie, there's some stuff that happens. But there is other movies where with her good old husband Ben Affleck.
They're married?
I think they're married or they're dating. One or the other. They have a relationship, and I'm pretty sure they were, but they are. Don't quote me on that. But they were dating or married in this movie, at least.
They were married in this one, so they must be married in real life.
I feel like I saw stuff before they're in this movie.
Oh, he dated her.
Oh, they dated.
Yeah, before
Okay.
he ended up with Jennifer Lopez. Ugh,
Wait, he's with Jennifer Lopez?
I guess.
How long ago was this?
I don't know. The first thing that pulled up was that they dated before the actor ended up with Jennifer Lopez as a wife.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So
Are you talking about the movie Deep Water?
yeah, Deepwater was the one.
they
Yeah.
dated after that movie.
Yeah. Well, because she seemed like she was more mysterious and whatever, but also I don't know. She was mysterious, but you knew bad stuff was happening, so like you knew that she was involved in the bad stuff. But so I think she can play a bad guy, and she has the capability of being somebody. She's a serious actor, so I think she could also take a serious role of being this imposing villain.
And I feel like there's potential for any actor to do whatever they want. Like, they shouldn't just be typecasted.
My runner-up is sort of a typecast person. And her name is Sophia Boutella. She was in Hotel Artemis. She was Gazelle from The Kingsman. Not Gazelle from Zootopia.
That's what I thought. And I was like, do you mean Shakira? Hello?
She was the main bad guy in the Tom Cruise Mummy. And that's it from my memory. She just knows how to be an imposing villain, but I want somebody who I feel like I've heard Anna de Armas like her roles are more dialogue based than physical, but I think she's capable of doing physical. While the other way around for Sophia Boutella, I think I haven't seen her in much stuff where she's had like where she could be like a main villain energy of having that like dialogue level, you know, like having the dialogue level of the main villain.
Yeah.
So I don't fully trust that, and I also think Anna de Armas is a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
She's my love, my life. I don't want
My
to have
life.
Cuban food with you.
Ooh.
Who was your cheetah, Amy?
So I had two options.
Okay.
One of them's kind of weird because I only know her from one thing, and she has a super thick accent, which I'm like, you're not going to have that accent, but I like your voice. And name is Jacqueline Boatswain. She is Eileen the Hunter. She's the hunter of hunters in Bloodborne, baby!
Oh, a hunter, are you? And an outsider? What a mess you've been caught up in. And tonight of all nights.
She's my favorite. I was so sad I beat her up like the first time I played the game, and then we weren't friends, and I wanted to cry. Yeah, because I wouldn't give her that accent. Like, I'd probably give her like a different accent. I don't know what though. But I think this is the only thing she's been in. Or she's been in like smaller stuff, but this is like the only big thing that she was in.
This reminds me of. It reminds me of what she voiced in Injustice 2. Like, she sounds like the Injustice 2 voice of Cheetah.
I can't remember what
But
she sounds
it was
like.
basically her accent, but even more thick.
Oh, sick, dude.
Yeah.
So we could just leave it. Well, I was sitting here like, oh, we could make her like kind of British. Because this one's more, her accent's more, I don't know. It's somewhere over there, but I can't specify which one.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, oh, I like her voice. And then I also have Avalon Penrose.
Who is
She's in Hades, and she plays Megara.
Halt, Zagreus. Not one step further.
And I wanted someone with a raspy voice.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Meg's voice is a little too raspy. But I didn't really look into what other stuff she's been in. But I like her voice. Like it has like a good amount of like rasp to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it could be fun for her, but I'm also like just like in love with Bloodborne that I'm like, bro, Eileen the Hunter of Hunters. Gotta have her in it, please.
Mm-hmm. So, for all the listeners out there, if you couldn't tell, Amy plays Bloodborne and Hades, and that's about it.
No.
Oh, sorry, and the Arkham series.
I picked up Bloodborne like 2 weeks ago, and I've been wanting to explode about it because it's pretty good. But yeah, those are my choices for the cheetah.
I'm a fan of those.
Thank you.
So I'm about to send you...
See, it's all just going up from here.
Yeah, well, it's easy to go up when it's...
It's easy to go up from Allstate.
Yeah, from Allstate and Dwight Schrute.
I will say for Allstate Man, like when I first said it, I was like, oh yeah, that was kind of dumb. But then I saw a bunch of videos of him in like, I think it's Lucifer, and he plays God, and I'm like, you know what? He's actually pretty alright. He's probably not my first choice, but you know what? He's good. It's not like the worst option ever where he only knows how to say one thing.
My choice for... We're now doing... what's his name? Black Manta. So my Black Manta is the great Aquaman villain he is. He's played by Isaiah Washington. There's a little thing I'm gonna show you right now. He has this little soul patch here.
Mm-hmm.
I want this soul patch. I don't
You
like
want
his.
it for yourself? Or?
No, I want him to use it in this.
Oh.
I don't like how he looks in the picture that is shown right now. I'm not saying I don't like what he looks like.
Although he does look very similar to the comic book.
He does. I just like the little facial hair to add to it. I think it's a nice little touch.
Which is kind of funny, because with yours, you went with an older Black Manta. I went for a younger one.
Well, I did one that was closer to Aquaman's, or to whoever I casted. What was his name? Not Drew McIntyre. Liam McIntyre? Yeah, Liam McIntyre.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to
I shot myself in the foot with mine, because I made Aquaman's voice real good, and I'm like... Oh, cool. I, like, chose, like, the best voice, like, the coolest voice ever, and now I can't find any for Black Manta, and I feel super bad.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So, the thing that he's known for being in a couple of things. He was in Grey's Anatomy. He was in this show called The 100.
You are the station reps of the Ark. And I don't blame you for losing faith in me. I kept the Ark's oxygen crisis from you. I lied about sending the 100 to the ground. But you can tell your stations that the deception ends here. You now know the whole truth.
So, I've never seen either of those two shows before, of Grey's Anatomy or The 100.
Yeah, me too.
I found this through a Screen Rant article of people who could play Black Manta.
Wow.
And so I looked through that. I'm like, he looks cool. Let's see what he's been in. And so I just looked at his stuff. And one of the first videos is like, my son is dead. Like, or I lost my son's speech. I'm like, okay. Let's see how this goes.
Okay, that's what we listened to.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was after.
Yeah.
After
I don't know. I just think he could play. I think he's a little on the older side, but I think that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
He could even play Black Manta's father, which he plays like a pretty big role in the comic books.
Mm-hmm. I only think of Young Justice, where Aqualad is
Black Manta's son.
Yeah,
and then later on that whole thing.
Then later on, he becomes Black Manta. Whoa.
My other choice was John David Washington. He's the guy who plays the protagonist in Tenet. But I decided not to choose him because, I don't know, I just like him more between those two. So...
Speaking of, that's who I chose.
No way.
I'm not the man they send to negotiate. Or the man they send to make deals. But I am the man people talk to.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if he's done voice acting stuff.
I don't know.
But I was like, because he's in Black Klansman as like the main character. And I watched like a lot of clips from that movie, and I was like, dude, he's pretty good. I think I'm going to have him.
I was going to watch that movie today before we recorded, but I'm like, you know what? Nah.
But yeah, I sit here and, sorry, just to pivot to my Black Manta now.
Oh, that's fine.
Because it's so different from yours, since yours is just like an older version of him. Mm-hmm. With mine, I think it's funny to have like... just having Aquaman being like this guy that like talks like in like very proper like old timey talking, and then just having this young Black Manta being like, whose man's is this? I don't even know what you're saying.
Right. Well, like, how old is he? Do you know?
He's in his 30s. Because I remember I was looking up actors that were, like, in their 30s. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Because, yeah, I was probably going to ideally look for somebody in their 40s, but I think he's actually in his 50s. Sorry, Isaiah Washington is... Actually, I think he's probably mid to late 40s, just by looks. He's in his 40s, I think, so I think he fits... My stereotype. He fits my demographic. Mm-hmm.
But are him and John David Washington brothers?
I don't know. I don't think they're brothers.
Because when you said Isaiah Washington, I was like, hey, wait a minute. Are they related?
Let's see.
But yeah, I also liked him, like, in Tenet, like, because I was mostly looking at Black Klansman, like, clips. But then I also saw the part in Tenet where he's, like, not interrogating the lady. Like, it's, like, after they, like, shoot up, like, go up the building with the little slingshot, and he's, like, talking to them. Mm-hmm. And I was like, ooh, that's a real good scene, because he can be very intimidating. Just how he was talking to, like, with them, I was like, ooh, he has the charm. And I'm like, well, this is pretty good.
Sorry, I'm looking up Isaiah Washington and Denzel Washington. Okay, well, thanks, Cora. Cora was the first thing that popped up. Because Denzel Washington is John David Washington's father. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I couldn't find anything with John David Washington for the relation between him and Isaiah. Mm-hmm. So I looked up the relationship between Isaiah and Denzel Washington. Cora says, hi there. Isaiah Washington is not related to Denzel Washington. In fact, his father was murdered when he was 13 years old. Absolute blindside.
Cora, what are you doing?
Don't scar me, brother. Yeah. So on that note, yeah, they're not related.
Wow.
We could make them related. We could have Isaiah Washington be he could be the dad to John David Washington, and then confuse the whole world.
So
Be
then when
like,
you
wait,
search
are
it
they
up,
related or not?
it says, oh yeah, he's like, that's his dad, but also everyone's like, wait, I thought it was Denzel Washington. That was his dad, not Isaiah Washington. What the heck?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, thanks. Warner Brothers, you can just give me money now for that great idea.
Thanks. Give us some money.
Yeah, no, give me the money. I came up with the idea.
Yeah.
I copyright it.
Intense eye stares.
So who do we have next? Gorilla Grodd?
That's who I have written down.
Okay. So my Gorilla Grodd is played by Harambe.
He's dead!
Wait, what? I'm just kidding. He's played by DK.
Stop! Not Seth Rogen.
Wait, we don't want Seth Rogen. No. He's played by Dave Bautista. My thought process on this is like, you know,
Why'd you make the picture so small?
because I threw it up there while we right before we were recording, so I forgot to resize everything. So editor, just make the picture bigger.
Does it?
So Dave Bautista will do mocap, I hope. My thought process is he's gonna be in a mocap suit and
just put him in a gorilla suit. Not even a nice looking one, like
he'll
some crummy dollar store one.
He'll look like Harambe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my thought process is he's got a rough voice, and I think he has the roughest voice of all the villains. So, well, he's supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
And he can also yell. I really liked his yelling in his yelling / roaring in the Injustice 2 game. So I'm like,
I thought you were talking about Dave Bautista, and I was like, who? What do you mean?
But I like Dave Bautista's yelling in the movies that he's in, like the Guardians of the Galaxy as Drax.
Why would they do that?
Probably because Rocket stole some of their batteries.
Dude!
Right. He didn't steal some of those. I don't know why they're after us. What a mystery this is.
And yeah, so I was going to come up with a video to show you from him, but I didn't.
Yeah. We know who the boy is.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, so with mine, I had two choices.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one where it's like I have a broad idea of a voice, but I don't know exactly.
So Amy was
And
just a coward and couldn't pick one?
No, just to get this one out of the way. This is my other cheating one.
Mm.
But it's Phil Lamar. He plays a lot of characters. But yeah, he plays Jon Stewart in like the original Justice League show.
This isn't supposed to be fun. We've got a job to do, and we will do it better without distractions. Understood?
But I was like, oh, I like his voice, and he's older now.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be fun to like
Did you
kind
say
of bring
his
him.
name already?
Yeah, Phil Lamar.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait,
Who is this?
I thought I missed his name for a second. I'm like, wait.
Oh, what's happening? What's going on? But yeah, I was like, oh, it would be fun to just be like, hey, welcome back to the DCAU, baby.
It's actually just the DCU.
The animated universe.
Oh.
We had this.
My bad.
We had this same con in the first.
Oh, wait. 1 month later. Please tell me that's your idea of what you want from him.
Yeah.
You want him to be Bulby.
We slap dance every day. Slap, 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 clap, 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 slap, 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 clap, 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 slap, slap, slap.
Dude, I lost it when you just said.
Freaking
I was like, bro, ain't no way.
Just throws that casually.
Well, I think it's funny that like right before he does that, he's like, I was oh my gosh, I was Jon Stewart and a Bulby. And I'm like, what the?
Sir?
Oh.
Dude, he's crazy good at voice acting.
Well, he's done it for a while by the
Yeah.
sound of it.
Well, yeah.
He's been Bulby for crying out loud. This man's old.
Dude,
And a
it'd be
legend.
so fun to bring him and Rob Paulson together.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, oh, dude, Jimmy Neutron Bros.
Hi, Bulby.
It's so good. And then my other choice is Stephen Bloom. Do you know who that is?
Nope.
He has also been a voice actor for forever. But yeah, more notable voice that he's done is Wolverine and like the animated stuff.
Wolverine, I've been playing Wolverine for about 10 years. The animated voice of Wolverine in lots of games and TV shows.
But he does a lot of good voices too. I just like the graveliness of his voice.
Amy, you didn't know that he was
Cowboy Bebop?
You didn't know he was Cowboy Bebop?
The man, the myth, and the legend, Cowboy Bebop. But no, because I never watched that show. Sure.
I don't know who I want more of the two. I was like, First Man was pretty good. Phil
Lamar.
Phil Lamar.
Yeah.
And what was this guy's name again?
Stephen Bloom. Yeah.
Okay.
I was like,
I like
either...
them both, but I think
Yeah.
I like Phil Lamar more.
Yeah. I was mostly just wanting someone with a very low voice.
Mm-hmm.
Because I also just think of his voice in Injustice 2.
Mm-hmm.
Where it was like lower. But I was like, no, I want something gravelly.
Mm-hmm.
Give me some of that, please. And I was looking up people that had like low voices.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them that came up was what is his name? Keith David. And I sat there and I was like, ooh, that could be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because do you know who he is?
I can't remember. He sounds
He is
familiar.
Dr. Facilier from Princess and the Frog.
Oh, he could be fun.
But but then I sat there because I was listening to like a bunch of like stuff that he's been in because he was Flame Princess's dad from Adventure Time. But I'm like, all that I hear is Dr. Facilier, and that's not what I want, and I'm so sad because I love his voice. So I'm like, I can use him for something else, but
Yeah.
that's all that I hear. But yeah, I just wanted someone with a very low voice.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
Yeah.
I like
Thank you.
My next person I have is Sinestro.
Me too.
So I had a little bit of a problem because I'm like, I saw this person and I'm like, this guy seems cool. Let's throw this person in. And I didn't do any research on who's played Sinestro before, and this guy's legit played Sinestro before.
Is he from
He's from Ryan Reynolds' Green
Yeah.
Lantern. So this was Mark Strong was my original choice.
Bro!
But I'm like,
That's a big sad.
I know. So I did not
Sam,
use
you
him.
can just bring him back.
No.
We
Instead,
can just
I
have
did,
it be Jon Stewart and just everyone not talk about Ryan Reynolds. Just keep the joke going.
Yeah.
Just everyone being like, wait, I thought you were a Yellow Lantern already. And he's like, no, I'm not.
So this is who I have instead. I have Remy Malek playing. He was my original thought, and then originally it was Remy Malek, and Malik or Malik?
Either way.
Oh, Malik? Okay. So I originally had him, and I'm like, let's see what stuff he's done. And he was the main bad guy in No Time to Die, so this would be, again, another 007 character.
That's pretty good.
James Bond. History of violence. License to kill. Vendetta with Ernst Blofeld in love with Madeleine Swan. I could be speaking to my own reflection.
We've made slightly different choices.
No. We've just developed different methods for the same goal.
You have to have Daniel Craig somewhere.
Yeah, he's going to be Alfred. Guys, just put in that Alfred.
No, don't make him
Daniel
Alfred.
Craig.
That's such a... such in the corner way. I want them all to interact with each other, please.
He'll be at the Justice League place. He'll be
the
over the
mascot.
comms. He's gonna be like, "Oi, bruv, quit lollygagging and get back to work. Punch Sinestro in the mouth."
Classic Alfred lines.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
And classic Daniel Craig voice.
Yeah.
But
He was in what is it?
Knives Out.
No, Rami Malek.
He was in Freddie Mercury movie, Bohemian Rhapsody.
I'm trying to think of a show that he's been in where it's very serious.
Oh, you're thinking of Knights of the Museum.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking of.
So, I looked up some of his stuff to see, like, let's see what he'd be like if he was angry. I want to find an angry Rami Malek video.
It's Mr. Robot. I've heard that show's real good, but I haven't watched it yet.
That was the thing. I heard it in an interview, and I just couldn't. I just forgot to look up scenes from that movie because I listened to like a monologue he had in No Time to Die, and I just wasn't feeling it, sort of, because he was just more like quiet and more like creepy than he was like angry. And that was more of what I was looking for.
Sam, he's a yellow lantern, not a red lantern. He's supposed to be creepy, not angry.
But I don't know.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
I think if we had to follow the rule of they've never done any, like they haven't played the character previously, I'd pick Rami Malek.
Since when was that a rule?
My internal rule. Even though
my internal rule for me, but I'll get mad at Amy for it no matter what.
Yeah, exactly.
You broke my rules.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So I think he'd be good. I think he has the capability of being angry and sounding more fearsome in that way.
Oh yeah.
He just hasn't been given the opportunity, or I haven't seen him show that.
I'm trying to think if he got mad in Bohemian Rhapsody. If he had like any yelling fits, but I'm only thinking of Rocket Man.
Yeah, I can't.
But you haven't seen it yet.
I haven't.
Oof.
So yeah, that's my Sinestro.
That's pretty good.
My top pick was Mark Strong, but then he got wrecked by he played him before. And, okay.
All right, fellas, guess what? It's another Bloodborne character.
Nice.
Oh yeah. The actor's name is Connor Byrne. And he plays Father Gascoigne. And he was super easy because I'd like just done that fight, and I was like, bro, I love his voice. I'm gonna use it.
Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later. Too proud to show your true face, eh? But a sporting hunt it was.
I like it. I actually like it a lot.
I know, I was like, dude, best voice. Also, it's scary fighting him, so it adds on to it, too. But yeah, I was like, that's the whole thing. Is like, dude, nice voice. I'm gonna use it. Thanks. And that's it. I almost had him and Scarecrow switch spots. No, it was him and Brainiac. Like, I was like trying to put him somewhere, but I was like, no, not for Brainiac. I have someone else. Should I put you here? No. I'll put you here? No. But Sinestro, I was like, you know what? Pretty good. I'll put him there. Don't know too much about Sinestro, but just he'll be good there. It'll be fine.
Let's move on to the next.
The next one.
My next one is Captain Cold, I'm pretty sure.
Mine was Scarecrow.
Oh, no, mine is Scarecrow. I got excited.
I can close my eyes, or we can just go off whatever the next one on the slideshow is.
Yeah.
It is.
It's Scarecrow.
Okay.
Scarecrow played by Jason Schwartzman.
Whoa!
Yeah.
What's he been in?
he is.
He looks somewhat familiar, but then I don't know.
So Amy, you gotta remember the person that we talked about like a few minutes ago, where I said, "Oh, I was gonna pick him to be this person," but I'm like,
I didn't know who he was then. I can't even remember what we were talking about.
So it was he was one of my choices for the Riddler. He's originally in Scott Pilgrim.
There's no use crying over spilled Coke, buddy. The lady made her choice, and we're all just gonna have to move on.
Well, I ain't moving, buddy.
You want to fight me for her?
Was that not clear? Was that not clear?
I don't know. Now, why on earth would you want to do that?
I knew it was the beard. I was like, I don't know who this man is, but I know it's the beard that's like making me not know who it is.
So like,
just give him a nice haircut and those stupid glasses, then it's perfect. Dude, he has a mustache, dude.
Yeah. So I just like the long hair. I think the long hair is good.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm very mixed on. I really want it. Like if Daniel Radcliffe can't be Riddler, I'm gonna pull out Jason Schwartzman because they are both like, oh man, those are my top two choices. But I think Daniel Radcliffe would be a better Riddler by like barely anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, where could I throw him in? He could be a wacky character, like if I want more like wacky and colorful like actors, I think he would be a good fit for Scarecrow.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I really liked him in what's it called? In Scott Pilgrim.
Mm-hmm.
So
has he been in anything else other than Scott Pilgrim?
Oh yeah, for sure. Let me he was in The French Dispatch?
What? Who is he?
Wait a minute. I'm excited now. Hold up.
I'd imagine he's like in the final like black and white section. No.
Yeah, he was in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
baby. Blaze.
Come on.
He's in Claws?
Yeah, I don't know who he is. He's in Fantastic Mr. Fox, so he has had voice experience. He's gonna be in the new Spider-Verse movie.
Oh, really? I wonder if he's in a lot of what's his name? The guy that did
Oh, hold up.
What? Ooh.
He's gonna play probably the bad guy in this movie called Spot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the guy where he has thoughts on him that like go through the void? I can only think of the like.
He's
there's
the
a
guy
one...
with the spots on him.
No, let me explain the. It's the panel where Spider-Man's like going to punch him, but he goes through like one of the holes and just comes back and hits him in the face.
Yeah.
That's him.
Don't mind me. I'm looking at Haley Steinfeld for a second because I'm like, why does she look familiar? Oh wait, she's hot.
She's hot.
Take it out. But yeah, Jason Schwartzman.
Wow.
I think he just has the capability of being a crazy lunatic and but can also pull off a suave.
Jason Schwartz can be suave. Got you.
He can be suave and just do his thing, you know? Be a doctor. Be suave like a doctor and crazy like a scarecrow, you know?
Wow. Want to know who else can do that too?
Who?
Jeremy Irons. Do you know who that is?
That sounds familiar.
He's Scar from The Lion King.
Is he not dead?
No?
Life's not fair, is it? You see, I shall never be king. And you shall never see the light of another day. And you...
Dude, I panicked.
Oh, this
for a
guy.
bit. Yeah. I panicked because I was like looking him up because I was like, oh, dude, that'd be super fun to have him.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was looking up like interviews with him, it was like all from 10 years ago. And I was like, bro, he better not be dead or I'm going to be real sad.
Amy, do you know who... He's been a Batman character, too.
He has? Who is he?
He's Alfred. In the Batman vs. Superman. The one you haven't seen!
Hey, no way, brother! I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's why he looks familiar. And I'm like, and he also sounds... Jeremy Irons just sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, for Scarecrow, I was like debating, like who like could play him. So I was like, I could go for someone like Rainn Wilson and Rob Paulson, just like having them in like the same area as Riddler. But I'm like, no, I want a serious one.
Yeah.
Because I've been tainted by Arkham Knight and just how good that voice actor was. I almost cheated and was like, yeah, him. But then I was like, no, I won't. Jeremy Irons can be good. Like, he can be, like, a good replacement for him. Like, if I had it my way, I would have him.
Well, like, he looks so much older. Like, he looks... How... He's 74? Holy... When did... Let's see. 2016, so that was 7 years ago. He was like, dang.
But that's Batman vs. Superman. He was also in the Justice League. That one was like 2017? Or 2018? No, because it was before.
It was 2017.
Yeah.
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 It was holiday season of 2017 because I worked at the theater, baby.
Mm-hmm. That was when Link worked at the theater too. Because I remember he was like, "Dude, I got tickets. Let's go watch it." And we were both like, "Man, that movie was awful."
Yeah, I really like that.
Thank you.
I do like.
I forgot that he was Alfred.
Yeah.
If I knew that, I would have been pissed and been like, "No, my boy slipped right through my fingers."
Yeah.
But hey, all I gotta say is, I didn't know.
Is he retired? I wonder, when was the last thing he...
I don't know. All that I know is that he's not dead, which makes me very happy. That's all that mattered. I was like, please, don't be dead. Alright, should we go to the next one?
Yes. Let me prep myself for this moment. So now we're at Captain Cold.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Mine is, you guessed it, Aaron Paul, our very own Breaking Bad.
Oh, I was like, he looks so familiar. Who is he?
Yeah, nothing but cows. Got some big cow house way out that way, like 2 miles, but I don't see nobody.
Cow house?
Yeah, where they live. The cows.
Yo, Mr. White! Mr. White, I found this gun that freezes people! Jesse, where'd you get that? Dude, I almost had Bryan Cranston in my list. I thought about him. Like right before we recorded, that would have been so good.
I don't know why that's so funny.
Yo, Mr. White, I've become Mr. White.
I think. Okay.
I love it because I have never watched Breaking Bad. I just know all the memes of people being like, "Hey, yo, Mr. White." Just talk about whatever. Like there's a little kid that's like, "Hey, Mr. White, I'm watching my Coco Melon." It's like some 5-year-old kid. You know, I really liked my Captain Cold, but he's been eliminated. It's now Jesse.
Oh my god. So I picked him just solely on, I think he's pretty snarky, and he just looks sort of, I don't know, he looks like what I think I would want him to look like. So, yeah. I don't know. I was going to watch a scene from it, but then I didn't.
You didn't need to. I did it for you. Oh, bro.
I got nothing else to say.
Now you have to get Bryan Cranston in on this, too.
Yeah, I'll find a spot for him.
Get the Breaking Bad boys up in here.
Let's just take out Riddler and throw Bryan Cranston in there.
You could do Scarecrow, too. Nah. Alright. Mine is Jonah Scott. I keep on wanting to call him Jonah Scoot, even though that's his Twitch name.
He's a Twitch streamer?
No, he's like an actual voice actor, but he does Twitch sometimes where he's like, "Hey guys, watch me clean my house. Come hang out."
Give me money because I cleaned my house. Send me donations.
No, but it's fun because he's like, "Oh yeah, if people donate like this much money, then they get to choose like a voice I get to do, and I get to talk like that for 10 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Or you pay like $20 and he just dumps all the trash they threw away on the floor.
No! So,
how much for syrup on the ground, please? How much?
Not my boy.
Make sure to wash with vinegar and lemon juice, but don't mix. What is it? What makes mustard gas? Vinegar and bleach? Is that what it is? No, I'm not telling you how to make mustard gas.
But he's in Dying Light 2. He's like the main character in that. I don't know his name or anything about the game. But he's in a lot of animes. And he's in a show called Beastars 2. Yeah, I was like, I like Jonah's voice. It's pretty good. He has like experience doing voice acting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like he does like serious stuff. But I'm also like, I kind of want him to be like the youngest out of the whole group. Like just trying to match him up with the Flash's age. Because I also just think of the Flash, like his character, like that character in the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I want something like that, so I'm gonna do Jonah, please.
Jonah Hill, please.
Whoa!
That's who we've been talking about this whole time.
Yeah.
Right? Good. That's who I heard, I think.
Hey, yo, Mr. White, let's go on to the next one.
So I have Brainiac for my next one.
Mm-hmm, me too.
Yeah, I meant to find a clip of this person, but I didn't. This guy is Ed Harris. He's a little guy who he's played like basically God before. Have you ever heard of a movie called The Truman Show?
Listen to me, Truman. There's no more truth out there than there is in the world I created for you. Same lies. The same deceit. But in my world, you have nothing to fear.
He plays the director. And let me look up other stuff that he
I didn't know him from...
I had notes on him. I had notes on all my guys, but then
They all got deleted.
Yeah. He's in Westworld. He's in Top Gun. He's in Radio. Oh, bro, Radio. I forgot about that movie.
Why is he on the front cover of it?
Yeah.
What the cuss?
He's in National Treasure, The Book of Secrets. He was in Gravity.
Nice.
He
So
was
far,
in-
I've only watched just Truman Show.
Yeah.
He kind of reminds me of a Snowpiercer guy. The main man, who also plays God. But yeah, I like just how he talks in like Truman Show. It's like, because I feel like that's Brainiac's whole thing is just like getting people, putting them in like little bottles, and it's like, yep, that's your house now. Have fun. Bye. I'm God now.
Yeah.
Have fun.
He also looks menacing, so I'm like,
Yeah.
Like, he looks like he could be a menacing character. Sorry, I like was looking, but I wasn't reading. But, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to really say about it. I think Brainiac's a cool character, and I think Ed Harris looks like a guy that could do it. And
He definitely looks like him.
And based on a picture that I saw in an article of who could play Brainiac, it showed like a pretty like aggressive looking face. So,
Yeah. Nice. All right.
What do you have, Amy?
I have the boy, William Dafoe. I feel like, so the video I have, it's not the exact voice that I want for him. Because he has like a major like old English, like just a weird way of talking. And I'm like, that's not what I want, but I want like a different voice from him. Not exactly Green Goblin, but like something in that light. Because I also would want him to be like, oh, hey guys, I'm a chill person. Don't worry about me. But also get in, get in. You're living in this circle for the rest of your life now. Come on. I don't know, man.
Let's just yeah.
But yeah,
I understand what you're going for.
I really like this clip. It's so good. He talks for 10 minutes.
We're not listening to the 10 minutes of it, are we?
Just kidding, it's like 2 minutes.
Okay,
but
good.
It's him getting mad at Robert Pattinson for not liking his cooking. It's so good.
You're fond of me lobster, ain't you? Drunken in a Virginia fence. I seen it. You're fond of me lobster. Say it. Say it. Say it.
I don't have to say nothing.
Danny! Let Neptune strike ye dead, Winslow!
That movie's so good. It's so wild.
I've yet to see it, but
it's so good.
yeah.
But yeah, because he does like a big monologue. Like we didn't watch all of it, but I'm like, ooh, he'd be really good because I can see just Brainiac being like the monologuing type person. And like also being like, bro, you don't like my cooking? Say it! I'm gonna rant to you and curse you until you do, please.
I don't think he would ever cook for them or
No, I know.
demand
He would
them
just
to-
he would just be like, bro, I made you this nice home. You better appreciate it. I made this just for you. And everyone's like, please, I just want to go see my family. Hey, you, Mr. White, I want to go back to my family.
This is the Captain Cold movie, is where he's like, hey, Mr. White.
No, this is Brainiac, where half of the
Legion of Doom?
Yeah, the Legion of Doom is like, oh, we're pairing up with the Justice League because it's like, Mr. White, I don't want to be in this bubble no more. But yeah, I'm like, oh, William Dafoe has potential, and he's done voice acting. He was in this is a terrible like thing, but it's it's a Death Note, like Netflix's Death Note that they made, like the live action one, the terrible one.
Yeah.
He's Big Monster Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryuk. I think that's his name.
I don't know. I haven't watched it. But he's also in Finding Nemo. He's Gil.
That's his name.
which I didn't find that out until like a year ago, and I wanted to cry. It's like, bro, wait, no way. But yeah, this is my Brainiac, baby. Baby.
I wanted to just do like sort of an Ultron thing and just get the guy who did Ultron and then just have it be like a CGI Metal Man. Then I'm like, nah, you can't do that. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but that's fine.
James Spader.
Yeah, James Spader. I was going to pick him, but then I'm like, he's just going to be Ultron, and everybody will be like, wait, Ultron's in Justice League movies?
This sucks.
Why? But yeah. So let's move on to our final character of the list, which I think we should have had these swapped around, but that's fine. Like, have Brainiac be last and have Bizarro be last. But yeah,
Bizarro be after Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's fine. We're already at this point.
We've already committed. Oops.
Mm-hmm. So Bizarro is our last character. I think we put Bizarro in I think Bizarro was the last person we threw in.
Yeah.
So that's why he's on the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
But, here we go. My Bizarro is played by none other than John Cena.
Bro!
Yeah, it's me, Ferdinand. Hey, guys.
I found this picture.
Is that what you were laughing at?
Yes.
When I was like, bro.
I don't know what this is for, but he's dressed up.
Where it's like, oh, we're a bunch of like 12-year-old girls having a slumber party, and John Cena was already also there too.
So this is like a recent picture.
Oh.
Like when I saw it pulled up, it was like this picture was posted 5 hours ago, and all the other related ones were within that time range. Like within the last 24 hours.
Dude, it's for Peacemaker season 2.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised. I know nothing about Peacemaker. Yeah. But yeah, I just think John Cena's a weird man, and he's big and muscular, and could probably speak backwards, because that's what Bizarro's whole thing is, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I think he's not serious enough to be Superman, he doesn't really look too much like Superman. He's just, I don't know. I think he's the choice. And I like him.
Nice.
I don't really have a lot to say on him.
I
like John Cena.
I remember when they first announced, because they came out with The Rock being Black Adam before they even announced Shazam, like who the actor was for him. Yeah. And I remember people being like, bro, please let it be John Cena. And I was like, bro, I kind of like it. That'd be kind of funny. Two big wrestler boys going up against one another.
Yeah. It's the match of a lifetime.
Once in a lifetime, part 4.
Yeah, once in a lifetime, part 4.
Yeah, that's what it can be called. Shazam, whatever you just said.
Once in a lifetime, part 4.
Yeah.
Because they faced at WrestleMania, twice? And then they teamed up for another WrestleMania. And those were the once in a lifetime opportunities.
Once in a lifetime, part 4.
Yeah. It's so dumb.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. If John Cena wasn't gonna work, I was gonna have Sylvester Stallone. I don't know why. He just like, yo, Adrian, Superman.
So my problem with my Bizarro is that I just know him from like Red Hood and the Outlaws, like that version of him, where he's just baby boy, and it's just like his whole thing is like, no, I'm Superman. Can't you tell by the S? I'm Superman. What do you mean you're Superman? I'm Superman.
Right.
And that's like his whole thing, and then like he's just a baby boy. He just got birthed out, and he's like, I am a grown adult, and I know nothing. What's happening? So I was like, I want to do a sweeter tone, even though it doesn't work with him being bad guy. But I see him.
But is he a bad guy?
I may be bad guy, but I'm not a bad guy. But no, I'm like, if I made up a story right now, it would just be Lex Luthor making him, being like, haha, look at me, Superman, I just recreated you. And then Bizarro's just like, hello? Where am I? I'm just baby boy. Oh, but my actor is Andrew Marks. He's in Hades, and he
Okay.
plays Sisyphus.
Sisyphus, you mind my asking what you did to warrant this particular arrangement you've got here? Pushing a boulder till the end of time and all? Never heard it in your own words.
Well, it's a bit of a long story, Prince. My time had come, though I just wasn't ready, you might say. Your father thought he had me in his clutches, but then, shoom, I gave him the slip.
But yeah,
Who else is he playing that? Because doesn't he also play Poseidon and...
no.
Who plays Poseidon?
That's the same guy that does Hades. It's Logan Cunningham.
That's
I had him for Aquaman. Aquaman. But yeah, I was like, I want like a nicer sounding voice because I feel like when Bizarro first comes to be, I feel like he's not gonna be like super coherent because he's like just got birthed out and all that I know is just fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, and that I'm Superman. I'm Superman. But yeah, and then just as time goes on and he learns, then it's like, oh, he's just a big sweetheart. That's all that it is.
Yeah, I need to look more into who Bizarro is. Like,
Mhm.
I feel like I know the least about him. I just know that he's just the not Superman.
I just know like one version of him. So it's like, it was hard to do that. But like also with Sisyphus, like his whole lore stuff. Like in Greek mythology, he's like this Greek king. Actually, I don't know where he's from, but he's a king that was like super selfish and like just full of himself. And then like he tricked Death into like, he's like, hey, go in that box real quick. There's something cool in there. And then he goes in there and he locks him in a box so then he doesn't die. So then now he's cursed in the afterlife to always push a boulder up a hill. And then right before it gets to the top, it like tumbles down. And it's just that for all eternity. So then he just gets humbled over time. So that's why he's like, oh, Prince Zed, how's it going? But I'm like, oh, I can see something similar happening. And I'm sure the actor can be mean too.
I can see that too. I don't know.
Yeah. I believe in him.
I also, with John Cena being Bizarro, I just want him to do what he did with Peacemaker and just wear his set clothes, like his costume. For
like
all
in
of his
interviews?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it just is silly.
John Cena's just so fun.
Yeah, I like John Cena.
Mhm.
I didn't like him in WWE because he was just too overhyped and whatever.
Well, he was just the face of it, so it was like,
Yeah.
you see him all
It's
the
just
time.
like, man, he's just the favorite because everybody's like, he's just the favorite because he is. I don't know, he has to be.
Mhm. He's like the Boy Scout of WWE.
Hmm. But I like him now. I like him when, yeah.
When he's goofy.
Yeah.
Goofy
Like looking
man.
back, I like him.
Yeah. But I don't know with him being Peacemaker if it would work.
Yeah, that's why I threw Sylvester Stallone in there.
Oh,
randomly.
okay.
So I'm like, you know what?
Wasn't he in DC? No.
He was in Marvel.
Yeah, I know that he was in Marvel. I don't know.
I can't remember.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
They got a reset, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's basically it. That is it. Not
Mhm.
basically it. I don't
That's
know.
it for now. If you want
So-
more boys, let us know.
Yeah.
And the ladies too. Doesn't have to be all the boys.
Especially your mom.
Whoa!
Well, thanks for listening to this episode. If you liked this, you should go check out our other stuff. If you're on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please leave a review. Check out our other videos on YouTube where we have bonus content outside of our podcasts. And if you like that, please like, comment, and subscribe to also help our channel grow. Recommend us to your friends so they can also enjoy the dynamic duo of a lifetime.
And check us out on TikTok and Instagram at AJS_podcast. And check out my art stuff on Instagram at Babby_Yami. And we'll see you in the next one.
See ya!